Hey, it's the Blue Cobra, and it's Monday, September 22nd, 2008. And it is also the umpteenth time the McCain campaign has accused the media of bias for absolutely no reason other than to distract voters from the issues. In a press conference today, they decided to attack the New York Times. Uh, of course, we all know the New York Times is a little liberal. It's something I've always appreciated. It's something I've always supported. The New York Times is one of the only real credible liberal news sources in this country. That's a good thing, not a bad thing to us. But the only liberal part of their news is the politics, the political part of their organization, of their publication. But the McCain campaign is attacking the paper as a whole. They're saying that the entire newspaper doesn't even qualify as a newspaper, that the New York Times doesn't even qualify as a news reporting organization. This is absurd. We're just getting a little. This is a silly season, as Obama likes to say. We're getting into this completely irrelevant set of topics that's going to distract the voters from the issues, and that's what McCain needs to win. That's what his campaign knows. They know that if they don't distract voters from the issues that are going to really matter to them in their lives, they're going to lose, because the McCain campaign has absolutely no solutions to any problem, and that is something I cannot stress enough. So they say the media is 150% in the tank for Obama. What I hate to break to them is the fact that if that were the case, then Fox News would be included in that. Just a little observation, Fox News accounts for over 2 million, not even more than that. It accounts for a very large portion of the amount of people that watch the news, and they are hardly in the tank for Barack Obama. CNN has shown absolutely no real bias towards Barack Obama, except for in the primaries. Now, in a way, they're almost biased towards John McCain. If you've watched the coverage, Barack Obama has received more negative coverage by CNN than John McCain has. I mean, Obama's been getting like 60% negative coverage, maybe 28% positive if he's lucky. The rest of it is neutral. McCain, who's this press mythological figure, the press loves the guy. McCain used to call them his base. So here he is calling them biased. This is the kind of Republican tactics that have twisted the past elections. This is something we have to see through. This is something we have to fight against. And if anything, if you're an Obama guy, if you're a Democrat, this should mobilize you. If you're an independent, this should mobilize you. This should make you think, do we really want another White House shrouded in secrecy, which trivializes the issues, which politicizes the White House? I mean, Karl Rove left the politics department in the White House. That's part of his legacy. And McCain would no doubt continue that exact same thing. Now, the economy, as we all know, has been in the tank recently, and the whole problem is deregulation. The conservative government, the conservative philosophy is deregulation. They base their entire economic philosophy on deregulation. John McCain has based his career on deregulation, just like George Bush based his career on deregulation in terms of economics. And McCain, for 26 years, the 27 years he's been in the Senate, he has been a staunch deregulator. And by deregulation, if you're confused, that basically means you take the economy, you remove government regulations, and you basically privatize it, because that's the whole conservative philosophy, privatizing capitalism. They think capitalism won't work unless every business is privatized, and that is what has led to this collapse. Without regulation, these companies, these CEOs have gotten greedy. They've gone for all kinds of shady business practices that have led to this current disaster. It's how they let these foreclosures occur, because these foreclosures are the result of mortgages that couldn't be paid, and those mortgages would never have been leased to these people unless if the mortgage companies had been a little more diligent. And the problem is they weren't, because they were getting greedy. They were taking these deals just so they could make the extra quick profit, even though they were always at a high risk of this kind of bankruptcy. That is what has led us to this current stage in this economic recession. So McCain, nobody with half a brain who wants this economy to be fixed is going to vote for him, because, like I said, his whole career has been based on deregulation, and that is what has led us into this mess in the first place. He wants to continue to expand this mess simply because he's a staunch believer in deregulation, and he would continue that philosophy. He would continue to deregulate this economy, and that would lead to further meltdowns. And you know, this economy, this recession doesn't have to get worse, it can get better. This is the worst it could be, but if McCain gets in there, it's going to get worse. We're going to see more economic meltdowns. We're going to see more major corporations declare bankruptcy, because I mean, McCain is bad for the economy. He's basically the Hubert Hoover of this election. And Barack Obama is for more regulation, not excessive regulation. I am not for excessive regulation, but more regulation is a necessity at this stage in this recession. We need Obama in there with his economic advisors, putting a few standards in this economy, because the problem we have right now is there are no standards for these corporations to follow. These CEOs are making decisions based entirely off of profiteering. They want to get a profit. They want some quick profit. And that is what has led us to this current problem. Obama's going to nip that in the bud. He's going to say, look, guys, if you want us to help you, you have to go along with some of this. And we are going to regulate you to the point that you cannot anymore be greedy. You cannot be greedy anymore. You cannot make these really just, pardon my language, retarded business practices. And if we stop that, if Barack Obama gets in there, this economy can recover, mark my words. Now, before my time runs out, Palin's town apparently has charged women for rape exams. Now, I'm sorry, but why would you charge the victim of rape for an exam? The whole point of a rape exam is to get the proper diagnosis for these poor women who have been abused sexually. And here's Palin's town trying to make a quick profit, just like these CEOs I've been talking about, by charging women for rape exams. That's absurd, and a good indication of how she governs. Just wanted to mention that. And McCain's, you know the whole BlackBerry comment. Maybe a week ago, a McCain advisor claimed that John McCain had invented the BlackBerry. He said it was a miracle of telecommunications. McCain was the leader of some telecommunication committee, and here is what he made, the BlackBerry, indirectly, but still an absurd claim. Now he's saying it was a bad joke. That's a bad joke. Please do not insult our intelligence, sir. The fact that the McCain campaign is getting away with any of this is insulting to the media, and I'm going to make a counterclaim to McCain's claim, or his advisor's claim from earlier today. The media is in the tank for McCain Palin. They love this fresh new face, this Sarah Palin. They're going to do everything they can, excluding MSNBC, which is the only good network left on television. They'll do everything they can to avoid talking about McCain's gaffes, McCain's problems, McCain's scandals, and there are quite a few of those that have not yet surfaced, you mark my words. Thanks for listening to the Blue Cobra for this Monday, September 22nd. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.